Okay. Any pains or injuries with you guys today? Okay, fantastic. All right, good day, everyone. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information is on the bottom of the video. Today's class is Intermediate Advanced Lab. It is a level 2, level 3. Make sure that if you have any kind of injury, special conditions, that you do modify or skip poses altogether, and that you are making some good decisions about your movements, making sure that you're not creating any injuries. All right, let's sit up tall, and if you need to elevate or sit up on a block, please go ahead and do that. Palms face up. Fingers come to Jnana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. Elongate through your spine. And start to center the breath, letting your inhales even out with your exhales. Three ohms together. Inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer or front the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Katopiwa, Katopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Bihyandraha, Bihyandraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes and let the palms face up, fingers come back to Jnana Mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side, elongate through the left side of the neck. And chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center. Drop the right hand, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And then the chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center. Drop the left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side. Roll it back, opposite side. Roll with center. Go in that same direction a few more times. Allowing these circles to move your neck and your shoulders, releasing any tension or tightness, and also warming up the neck and shoulders. And one more giant circle, chin back toward the chest, and pause. And then taking the opposite direction. And chin back towards center. Lift the chin parallel to the floor in neutral spine. Extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Allow your hands to support to either side, and then turning your toes toward each other, and then roll them out. Draw them in, roll them out, draw in. This time as you roll out, take outer rotations, circling the ankles. Suggest if you want to separate your feet just a little bit to give yourself some space to circle, there you go. And back to center and switch them around. Inner rotations, opposite direction. And back to center again. Cross your shins, but take the opposite shin on top, so this is your non-dominant crossing of the legs. Inhale, take the arms up high and extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Stay twisting to the right. Raise your right arm up and overhead, tilting toward the left side for the right side stretch. Take it back up to vertical. Wrap the right arm over your left, crossing at the arms. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding forward. Now, once you draw forward, picking the front of the knees, draw them toward each other by pulling with your hands. And that will give you a sense of a broadening of the back. Inhale, take it back up, eagle arms, wrapping of the arms. On the inhale, lift the elbows up, gaze up. On the exhale, round it forward. 3 times. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, round it forward. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, round forward. Stay forward folding. Now, if you can touch your hands to the floor or your forearms to the floor, go ahead and take it. So allow the upper back to broaden as you wrap your arms in eagle. On the inhale, roll it back up to vertical, keeping your eagle arms. Exhale, twist to the right. Press your right arm up against your left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale back to center. Release your arms. Reach your arms out and up. Exhale, twist to your left. Left hand behind you, right hand to your left knee. Stay twisted. Raise your left arm up and over the ear, tilting toward the right side for the left side stretch. Come back up to vertical. Wrap the left arm over your right, grabbing your right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And once you come to a forward fold, again, with your hands, pull against the tops of the knees. As you draw the knees toward each other, you're broadening your upper back. On the inhale, come back up with eagle arms. So wrapping of the arms. On the inhale, lift the elbows up, gaze up. On the exhale, round it forward. 3 times. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, round it forward. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, round it forward. Stay in the forward fold. Either touch your hands down or your forearms down and broaden the upper back even more. Inhale, take it back up to vertical, keeping your eagle arms and twisting to your left. Inhale back to center, exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back to center, release your hands, out and up. Exhale, side bending to the right. Right hand to the floor, left arm overhead. Now just take the torso back to vertical and bend your left elbow. On the exhale, left elbow toward the right knee. Inhale, take it back up to vertical. Exhale, left elbow toward the right knee. Inhale, take it back to vertical. Exhale, left elbow, right knee. Stay there and press your elbow toward the knee and open up the left shoulder blade. On the inhale, take it back to vertical. Re-extend the left arm, and then exhale. Side bending to the left, right arm overhead. Draw back up to vertical, bending your right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Inhale, take back to vertical. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Inhale, take it back to vertical. Exhale, right elbow, left knee, and stay there, touching elbow to the knee and expanding through the upper back on the right side, your shoulder blade. On the inhale, take it back to vertical, re-extend the right arm, arms up, extend the legs forward and forward fold, grabbing your feet, ankles or your shins, keeping a neutral spine as you lengthen. On the exhale, hinge at the hips to take it forward. Inhale, take it back up. Keep the left leg extended. Sole the right foot, inner left leg, Parakonasana. Janu Shavasana. Left hand to the floor, right arm up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach forward, grabbing the foot, ankles or your shins, re-lengthen and fold. Now, once you come to forward fold and you don't need your left hand for support, then take the hands to either side of the foot. Inhale, take it back up, keep the legs as they are. Exhale, twist to the right. Right hand stays to floor, lift up on the hips, and re-extend the left arm out. And take the feet back down, square back to center. Draw the right heel back behind you, a second variation of the Janu Shavasana. Try to get the legs about 90 degrees. Left hand to the floor, right arm up, and forward fold once again. Now this time, if you want to grab the outside of the left foot with your right hand, you can. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen that fold. So you should feel a really nice hamstring stretch here. Inhale, take it back up, keep the legs. Exhale, twist to the right. Stay twisting, side bend over your left leg. So lean the torso forward, raise your right arm up and reaching forward. You can grab the foot with your right hand if you can reach for the left foot. Otherwise, just keep reaching through your right fingertips. Release, inhale, take it back up, keep the legs as they are, and counter twist to your left. Square back to center. Swing the right leg over. Half-seated spinal twist, Matsyendrasana, right hand behind you, left arm up and twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to your left. Back to center, leg cradle, grabbing your right foot, so supporting the right foot from the underside, so it's the outer right ankle. Sitting up tall, you can keep the right heel forward a little bit, and then draw the right knee back in space, and then extend the right heel further forward. Draw the right knee back in space. Extend the heel forward. One more. Draw the right knee back, and extend. A full leg cradle, arms underneath the right shin. Make sure you flex your right foot. Release, Marichyasana, stepping the right foot down. Make sure you have 1/5 distance between your right foot and your left leg. Left hand to support, right arm up, reach forward, grabbing the foot. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Now make sure that the right knee is drawing toward the right shoulder, coming back to the center line. Taking the bind, wrapping the right arm around the right shin with a half bind. If you can take the full bind, take the full bind. Inhale, re-extend, exhale, fold. Inhale, release, come back up. Keep the legs as they are. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, back to center. Now stay here for a second. Let me demonstrate this first, right? So we're going to transition from Marityasana into standing split. So first, we'll take the knee in like this 3 times. Then we're going to stand up, open up the hips, bend the left knee, right? And I'm going to do knee kicks. So in knee kicks, you're moving the knee over to the side 3 times. And then the heel kick is with the leg extended out to side 3 times. So this is a knee kick with the knee. This is a heel kick with the leg. All right? So from Marityasana, stepping on the right foot. Raise the left leg up for a standing split using your hands for support. All right, on the exhale, left knee in toward the nose and round 3 times. Inhale, kick the left leg back up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick it back up, open up the hips, bend the left knee in a standing split. Left knee kick over to the left side. So just moving the knee laterally to the left, and then open it back up. Left knee kick to the left side. Open it back up. Left knee kick to the left side. Open it back up. Keep it open. Extend the left leg out fully. Exhale. Left heel kick to the left side. Open it back up. Left heel kick. Open it back up. Left heel kick. Open it back up. Square off. Step the left foot all the way back for Warrior 1. Arms up high. Exhale. Open it up. Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Right hand inside the foot. Left arm up to the sky and extend. Inhale, come up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the right leg. Triangle. Hand to top of the shin to modify. Hand to the floor if you're taking the full pose. Left arm up. Inhale. Take it all the way back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee. Hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back plank. Exhale. Lower all the way down to the belly. 3 progressive cobras. Hands alongside the rib cage. Inhale. Lift up. Baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Full extension of your arms if you have it. Keep your elbows bending if you need it. And take it all the way down. And then child's pose. Seat toward the heels and fold. Lift the torso back up. Take the seat to the side. Extend the legs forward. Setting up for the second side. Right leg extending. Sole of the left foot in the right thigh. Janu Shishasana. Right hand to your floor. Left arm is up and fold. Janu Shishasana. So just left leg out to the side for Janu Shishasana, not Marityasana. There you go. Now, if you don't need the right hand for support, both hands can go to either side of the right foot, working evenly to draw forward. Inhale, release, take it back up, keep the legs as they are, and then twist to your left. Inhale, take it back to center. Swing the left leg back behind you. Take the legs to about 90 degrees. Right hand to your floor, left arm is up. Inhale, exhale. Take it forward, grabbing the outside of the foot with your left hand. Inhale, take it back up. Keep the legs as they are. Twist to your left. Stay twisting, side bend over the right leg. Reach your left arm overhead. Either just keep reaching left arm forward or binding left hand to the right foot. Start to release. Inhale, take it back up. Keep the legs as they are. And then twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Carry the left leg around into seated spinal twist, the half variation of Matsyendrasana. Left hand behind you, right arm up and twist to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Back to center. Marichyasana. Step the left foot down. Make sure you have 1 fist distance between your left foot and your right leg. Right hand to your floor, left arm up, and fold forward, grabbing the inside of the foot. Making sure that the left knee is drawing toward the left shoulder to the center line. You are welcome to stay here or start binding. Wrap the left arm around the left shin for the half bind, or the right hand behind you for the full bind. Inhale, re-lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, release, come back up. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, counter twist to the right. All right, so now we're going to transition to standing splits, into knee in toward the nose, knee kicks and heel kicks. All right, square back, stepping on the left foot. And kick your right leg up, supporting with the hands to the floor for the standing split. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose and round. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick back up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee kick over to the right side, open it back up. Right knee kick to the right side, open it back up. Right knee kick, open it back up. Extend the right leg, flex your foot, right heel kick, open it back up. Right heel kick, open it back up. Right heel kick. Open it back up, square off, stepping your right foot back, warrior one. Yes, we did. We'll come back to it. I forgot leg cradle. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Left hand inside the foot, right arm up. Thanks, Margaret. Inhale, take it back up, reverse warrior. Lengthen out the left leg. Triangle, hand to top of the shin to modify, hand to the floor, we're taking the full pose. Inhale, take it all the way back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. So this is a different variation on your progressive Cobras. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra, and stay there. Press into your hands, lift up a little bit higher, stay there. Press into your hands, lift up even higher, full extension if you have it. All right, bend the elbows, lower all the way down. Child's pose, seat toward the heels. Lift back up. When you take the seat down this time, go the opposite, non-dominant side when you take the seat down. Notice how that feels so weird, right? So for me, you cross your legs. Okay, so if you cross your legs, maybe you cross to the other side this time. For me, when I go this side, it's like totally weird. I don't know how to even use my legs. All right, extend the legs forward. Now, before I forget, let's take a leg cradle. Right leg extended, grab the left foot. So you're supporting from the underside of your foot, so it's the outer ankle, sitting up tall. You're going to draw the left knee back, extend the left heel forward. Draw the left knee back, extend the left heel forward. One more time. Draw the left knee back, extend the left heel forward, and then taking the full leg cradle, arms underneath your left shin, and flex your left foot, sitting up tall. All right, release. So that was everything. We're even, right? Okay. Rock star. I also forgot the rock star. Okay, so we were here, left hand behind you, lift onto your left shin, raise your right arm up and overhead. Sorry guys, it was a really long sequence. I kept adding on stuff. All right, slowly release. Take the seat back down, extend the legs forward. I do believe that's everything, right? Okay. Legs separate about max width distance this time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach forward to grab your feet. Yeah, there you go. All right, so you're separating the feet about max width. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And come back up. Soles of feet together, knees apart. And then let's butterfly your knees just a little bit. All right, come back to stillness, Parakonasana, inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. If you want to press your elbows to your inner thighs, you can go ahead and do that, giving yourself a little bit more hip opening. Make your way back up. Keep the left heel in, swing the right leg back behind you, creating a letter S with your legs. Walk your hands over to the left side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist as you bow forward about halfway. Stopping at the halfway point. Inhale again. Exhale, twist deeper. Bow forward a little bit more. Inhale, take it back up. Keep the legs. Exhale, counter twist to the right. Back to center. Left hand comes down. Lift up all your shins. Raise your right arm up and across the collarbone. Back in space for the back bend and the heart opener. Then raise your right arm up over the right ear for the side stretch. And then take the seat down. Swing the right leg around. Center your seat. And let's take leg cradle again. Four corners pose. You're going to keep the left arm underneath your right ankle. Release your right hand. Taking the right hand behind you for the half bind, or take the full bind and take the head, the arms behind the head. Then shifting back toward the sacrum, free up your left leg and extend the left leg forward, combining your four corners pose with your Navasana, your boat pose. So Chatushkonasana along with Navasana. Stay balancing on your Navasana, releasing your binds, and then extending the right leg forward, keeping your feet separated and arms out to the side, and balance here. Step the left leg down, hike the right knee over the right shoulder, And then left hand to grab the right foot, right hand to the floor. Now, if your shoulders are tight and you cannot take the full Yantrasana, you can just extend the right heel out. If you can thread your head past your arm and extend the leg out for the sundial, go ahead and take it. Start to release. Keep the right knee over the shoulders. Hands to the floor, wider than your hips. Now, you have several options here. You can just press your hands down, lift the seat, and balance here. If you can pick up the left foot, pick up the left foot. If you want the full Ashtavakrasana, left leg wraps over the right, hooking your feet. Lift the seat and extend the legs out to the side. Ashtavakrasana. Good. So Allison, bend the elbows and lean the torso forward a little bit more. Yeah, good. Now left. There you go. All right. So if you bend the elbows a little bit more and you let the torso go forward a little bit more, that gives you a better counterbalance so that when you lift, you can extend the legs out a little bit more fully. All right. When you're ready, start to release. Extend both legs forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Come back up. Step the right foot down. Standing split once again. Left leg up. Open up the hips. Bend the left knee. Soldier pose. Right hand from the outside of the right leg. Grab the inner left foot. And then stack the hips like a standing split and fold forward. Option, if you want your super soldier, the right arm goes to the inside of the right leg to grab the left foot. It's a deeper pose. Release your left foot. If your right arm is to the outside of the right leg, take it to the inside of the right leg. Support with both hands to the floor and step the left foot way back for airplane. Right shoulder underneath your right knee, arms out to either side. You may remain here or Kundiyasana 2. Hands to the floor, kick your right leg out to the side, tip forward and balance. Walk or jump back, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Step the right foot forward, low lunge, left foot forward, standing forward bend. And then bend the knees, drop the seat, extend the legs forward. All right, second side. We took leg cradle, arms underneath your shins. No, sorry. Left heel in, right heel back. Almost forgot all about it again. Left heel in, right heel back, a reverse letter S with your legs. Sorry, other side. Sorry, other side. Right heel in, left heel back. Walk your hands over to right side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist and bow forward about halfway. Stop at the halfway point. Inhale again. Exhale, twist deeper, bow forward a little bit more. Inhale, take it back up. Keep the legs as they are. Twist to your left. Inhale, back to center. Right hand to the floor. Lift up on your shins. Left arm up and across the collarbone. Back in space for the heart opener and the back bend. Raise your left arm up over the left ear for the side stretch. And take the seat back down. Swing the left leg forward. Now taking leg cradle. Right leg extended, arms underneath your left shin. Then keeping your right arm underneath your left ankle, releasing your left hand. If you don't have the full bind, left hand can come back behind you, keep the spine straight. If you can take the full bind, take the full bind. Jess, we're in four corners pose first. Yeah. And start to shift back toward the sacrum. Free up your right leg to extend forward, combining your Chaturkonasana with Navasana, your boat. Then stay on the balance, release your binds, and extend the left leg forward, keeping your legs separated, arms up, and balance here. Then release your right leg, bend your left knee, and hike the left knee over your left shoulder, and stay here for a breath. And then starting to bind, right hand to the top and the outside of the left foot. And as you extend the leg out, left hand to the floor for support. If you have the full extension with your head past your arm, you can take the full sundial pose, Yantrasana. All right. Starting to release. Keep your left knee over the shoulder as high as you can. Hands to the floor, wider than your hips. So you have your options. Press your hands down, lift just your feet. Or if you can lift your right foot, also balance here. And then the last option is wrapping the right foot over your left, and make sure you flex your feet, and that becomes a lock. As you bend your elbows, lean the torso further forward so that when you lift the feet, you're in a much better balance, and then extending the legs out fully. Better. Yeah. All right, so the bending of the elbows and leaning forward creates a better tabletop with your left arm, right? So that tricep becomes a tabletop. Leaning forward gives you better balance because then your torso forward and the seat back and the legs out to the side. All right, so let's start to release. Extending both legs forward, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Release, step the left foot down. Raise your right leg up for standing split. Open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right hand stays on the floor, left hand grabs the inside of the right foot from the outer left leg. So in soldier pose, it's easier when you take the hand or the arm to the outside of the left leg to grab the right foot, right? So it's less compressive in the stacking of the hips. Now, this is soldier. Regular soldier is here, and then super soldier. The arm goes to the inside of the left leg to grab the inside of the right foot. That's a tighter bind. And stacking. Stay balancing on the left foot. Release your binds, take the hands to your floor to inside of the left foot. Then step the right foot way back in a lunge and start to dig the left shoulder underneath the left knee, arms out to either side, and that is your airplane. Either stay here or Kuntiasana 2, hands to the floor, kick your left leg out to the side, chaturanga arms. Take the gaze slightly forward, tip the body forward, and the right foot comes off the floor. When you're ready, transition back. Right foot comes down. Step the left foot back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Step the right foot forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, standing forward bend. Bend your knees. Take the feet down again. Yogic toe lock to your toes. Shift back toward the sacrum and extend the legs. Steady your balance here, releasing your yogic toe lock, arms up. Hands together in prayer. Twist to the right and hold. Back to center, twist your left and hold. Back to center, bend the knees, step the feet to the floor, lift the seat up, yogic squat. Dipipasana, firefly. So with your hands to the floor, lift the seat up slightly. Start to dig your shoulders underneath your knees and behind. Now, you can take just the hands to the floor, slightly behind you. Stay on your fingertips. Bend the knees. Sit the weight to your triceps, and this could be good enough. If you're taking a full balance, hands to the floor, palms are flat. Shift the weight back. Maybe your feet come off the floor. Maybe you extend the legs out. Good, Allison. All right, when you're ready, step the feet back down. Make your way back into yogic squat. Hands to the floor, lift the feet. Parahastasana, palms face up, stepping on your palms with your feet, and then fold forward, giving a neutralization to your wrists. Releasing your hands. Again, standing split, stepping on the right foot, raise your left leg up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. You may stay here and working on the standing split with the knee bent, extended. You can keep your hands on the floor. You can grab your ankles and fold forward, or if you have a handstand, you can take a handstand, or if you have a puppy dog press, left knee goes out to the side as you take your arm balance out to the side. All right, coming back to your standing split. Step the left foot all the way back into Warrior Two. Lengthen out the left leg. Turn the right toes to the left side. Setting up for straddling forward bend. Toes are slightly turned in. Heels are just a bit wider. Hands to the hips. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Take the hands to the floor and release. You have many options here. Stay in that straddling forward bend in a simple forward fold. If you want to twist, you can take the right hand down to create a tripod, left arm up to twist. Take a few breaths there, and then go the opposite direction. You can also walk your hands over to one side and fold over that leg. Take a few breaths, go over to the other side. More advanced options, headstand, forearm stand, handstands, your choice. Maybe if you want more flexibility, it could also be a wide-legged split, a lateral split, right? Or I think they call it a box split, whatever that's called. I think I'm going to go for a forearm stand. Alrighty, wherever you are, start to finish up. Come back to straddling for a bend. With your hands on the floor, supporting, bend the knees, let the seat drop a little bit. Then lift the head in the upper back, come back to a more neutral spine. Then shift your weight back towards your heels, and with your weight back towards your heels, the front body gets lighter, and through the strength of the legs and neutral spine, start to lift up into Warrior Two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga dog, down dog. Your choice to walk or jump through to a seated position. All right. Let's take a blossoming lotus, taking the arms underneath your knees, heels together, toes apart, palms face up, and Dhyana Mudra. Stay balancing here, keeping your heels together, releasing your hands, hands together in prayer in front of the heart. Then lift the heels higher. Lower the heels almost all the way down. Inhale, lift the heels higher. Lower the heels almost all the way down. Lift and lower. Stay low. Extend the heels forward. Draw the heels back. Extend the heels forward. Draw the heels back. Extend. Draw back. Extend forward, releasing the legs, arms up, and forward fold. Come back up. Bend your knees, step the feet to the floor. Come to yogic squat. And this time, it is a crow pose, or crow pose into a tripod headstand. Or if you have a crow pose into a handstand, you can take that too. All right, so hands to the floor, lift the seat, knees to back to arms, and shift forward to balance. All right. When you're ready, come back to yogic squat. And then hands to the floor, lift the seat, stepping on the left foot, raise your right leg up for standing split, open up the hips, bend the right knee. So you have many options here, right? You can start here with standing split with your hips open and knee bent. You can take the regular standing split with the legs up. You can keep your hands on the floor, walk your hands in, take the hands to the ankles. Or if you want to take your puppy press, the right knee is bent, right knee over to the right side, and shifting into your arm balance or your inversion. All right, start to break, re-extend the right leg, step the right foot all the way back, and circle it up into your warrior two. Lengthen out the left leg, turn the left toes to the right side. Toes are slightly turned in, heels a little bit wider. Hands to the hips, lift up for the back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Let the hands come down and release forward. So again, you have many options here. You can repeat what you did on the first side. You can work on something else. So if you haven't twisted, take the twist. If you haven't forward folded over one leg, maybe take that option. If you want to just stay in a simple forward fold, but deep in the forward fold, you can take your hands, rotate your hands the opposite direction, and walk your hands further back using your hands as grippers, and then pull against the floor to forward fold even more deeply. That'll give you a better back body stretch. If you want to invert again, take whatever you want. All right, if you're inverted or taking a variation, start to finish up and come back to center. Okay, so with your hands supporting, once again, bending at the knees, let the seat drop a little bit. Lift the head, lift the upper back, coming back to a more neutral spine. Shift the weight back toward the heels to lighten the load to the front, and then through the strength of the legs and neutral spine, make your way up to warrior two in a reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. This time, come to the front of the mat, bend the knees, inhale one breath, exhale, walk or jump your feet forward between your hands. Feet together, knees together, rise up, chair. Stepping on the left foot, pick up the right knee, tree pose. So the right foot in the left leg, arms up and out. So again, you have many, many options here. You can stay here in basic tree. You can wrap the hands back behind you for the heart opener. You can side bend to the right, right arm to right leg, left arm overhead. All right, if you want to stay balancing here, you can perhaps wrap the arms around your right shin and hug in toward the right knee, maybe even knee in toward the nose. If you want to add a twist in that, left arm to the right leg to twist, and then you have the extension to take the revolved bind. All right, you can take the revolved bind. I don't have that. All right, for those of you going to forward fold, you can take a half lotus, forward folding, tiptoe balances. Tiptoe balances can go into inversions, tripod headstand. You can go into a pistol squat in your tiptoe balance. You can maybe work into a one-legged crow, hands to the floor, right knee to right arm, left leg back. A twisted crow. It's like open up the hips, bend the left knee like in your down dog. Twisted crow. Three more breaths. And so anytime we're holding a pose, it's your opportunity to play with something that you're working on, something that could be fun and interesting that you haven't tried before. All right, flying crow is another option, flying pigeon also known as. All right, when you're ready, start to make your way back to tree. Arms up, step the right foot down, chair. And we're going to stay in chair for a few breaths here. For those of us who took a half lotus, this is the neutralization of the right knee and right ankle. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold, and this is a restorative, a rest for everybody. All right, second side. Bend the knees, rise up chair. Stepping on the right foot, pick up the left knee. Tree pose. Sole of the left foot in the right leg. And the arms up. And so again, working with your variations, whatever you took on the first side, you are reflecting on the second side. So hands back behind you, interlace with the other thumb on top. Side bending to your left. If you're hugging into the knee, you're wrapping your arms around the left shin. You can always bend your right knee a little bit here, right, to reach your left thigh or left leg. You can take the knee in toward the nose. You can twist right elbow to the left leg, together in prayer, or half bind behind you. Of course, if you have the full bind of the wrap around the right shin in a revolved position, you can take that. Those of you taking the half lotus, forward fold, tiptoe balance into an inversion. Right? I also opted for a pistol squat. Right? And that also gave you the option of the one-legged crow. So this time, left knee to back of the left arm, extend the right leg straight back, that's your one-legged crow. If you stack the hips, open up the hips, bend the right knee, this is your twisted crow. Right? Just like in your down dog. All right, starting to finish up your variations, make your way back up to tree. And when you're ready to release, step the left foot down, chair. All right, staying in chair, for those of us who took the half lotus, this is the neutralization of the left knee and ankle. For those of us who didn't take a half lotus, you're still strengthening here. And then dive forward, forward fold. Bend the knees, rise up chair. Stepping on the left foot, pick up the right knee. Standing leg cradle. Let's start with your hands to the ankle and the heel slightly further forward. Then start to wrap the arms underneath your right shin. All right, we're going to attempt to take standing four corners pose. You're going to keep the left arm underneath the right ankle. So again, if you can take the whole bind, the full bind, right hand behind you and stand up tall. If you're able to take the full bind and then threading the head past your arm to take standing four corners, go ahead and work on that. It's a lot harder to balance on this one. I'm going to look this way instead. So much harder because the balance, right? And then plus, it's pretty tight to take that bind to begin with, right? Oh, good, Margaret. Good. Almost there. I was struggling too. All right, let's break. Step the right foot down, chair. Exhale, dive forward. Take this as a rest pose. All right, bend the knees, rise up chair. Stepping on the right foot, pick up the left knee. Starting with a simple leg cradle first. So supporting the left heel, and maybe with the heel further forward. Then lift the left shin a little higher. Hook the arms underneath your left shin and take the standing leg cradle. All right, you can stay here, or you can start to work on your Parakonasana, four corners. The half variation is just with your left hand to the back of the head. If you're trying for the full pose, you're taking the full bind. Good, Margaret, good. All right, start to release. Step the left foot down, chair. Exhale, dive forward, forward, fold. All right, let's start our cool down. Making your way back however you want. You can walk back, you can jump back, you can handstand back for Chaturanga Dog, Down Dog. Left leg up. Draw the left knee in. Land the shin to the floor for your pigeon. Inch your right knee further back. Set up your pose. Elongate your spine, level out your hips. And when you're ready, take it forward. You are welcome to stay here in a passive pigeon if this feels great to you. You can move further into a simple lifting of the torso for a back bend. If you want to bind for your mermaids, you can bind right hand to right foot, kick back, raise your left arm up, mermaid one. Revolved mermaid one, left hand to grab the right foot, right arm up and rotating to your left. Mermaid two, grabbing the inside of the foot, draw that foot in, slip the foot to your elbow crease, and then see if you can bind again here. Now, any other deeper variation of kick pigeon with one or both hands. Option, if you want to take other variations you like, you can take it here. Maybe you can take tripsickery, right? Your supreme arm balance. Left arm down, right hand in tripod. Then, as you lift up, you can take the right knee to back of the right arm and lift up into your asymmetrical inversion in the forearm position. And then maybe this slides into a Kundiyasana 2 shape. So Margaret, stay balancing. I'm right behind you, catching you if you need it. I'm going to ask you to see if you can shift the weight to your left arm and lift into a forearm stand so the head comes off the floor. Shift the weight into your left arm so the left arm bears weight, and then lifting your head, coming into a forearm position. So this is what it looks like. All right, so you're here, right? You're going to shift the weight to your left arm and then lift the head into the supreme arm balance, forearm stand position, rather than the headstand position, you see? You understand it, but you can't tell your body to perform it. Okay. All right. That's okay. So think about it. All right. So when you get back into the game a little bit more, you get there. All right. Let's break. Make your way back up. Walk your hands back in, down dog, and pedal out the legs. And then for Allison, it's just a lot of imagination today, right? That's okay. If you can do it in your head, maybe eventually you can do it in your body. All right, this is why we call this a lab. We play here. All right, second side, right leg up. Draw the right knee in, land that shin to the floor. Inch your left knee further back, set up your pigeon, elongate your spine, make sure you're nice and level in the hips. And then when you're ready, make your way forward. All right. For any of those poses where we hold for a while, it's your opportunity to be creative, to work on something that you've always wanted but just don't have enough time to do, etc. Right? And you can take many forms, right? You can stand up, you can go sideways, you can stay down, you can go upside down, right? You can go backwards. All right, when you're ready to take your options, go ahead and either stay forward folding, twisting one side or the other, binding hand to foot. So mermaid, same hand, same foot, mermaid one. Mermaid one in a revolved position, right hand to your left foot, and twisting to the right as you lift. Then mermaid two, grabbing the inside of the foot, slip the foot to your elbow crease, and maybe bind. And the other options that you took. I see you trying to shift. I see the head getting lighter. But yeah, keep thinking about it. You're beginning to kind of understand how to go. So that Dharma Mitra version of the headstand, what they call a butterfly headstand, scares me. I have never figured out how to do it, which is with the arms behind you, and they go into a really deep back bend. I'm going to have to find a more experienced Dharma yoga teacher to kind of walk me through it. Have you guys ever seen it? It's with the arms behind you like this. Yeah, instead of in front of you, it goes behind you. And then your legs go up into inversion and you go into really deep back bend. So it reminds me of what you were just doing with your forearm stand, right? Whereas your hands are extending out in a V position behind you instead of in front of you. So it's really deep into the shoulders, right? So maybe that's where my fear is, right? Because I don't have a lot of shoulder flexibility to go that direction. So when I go up, I can't find the balance, right? Because it restricts me. So that's where I think I have the fear. Because I can't balance, and I keep losing my balance and get really shaky. And when you're out of control in that way, you can go in any direction, right? And that scares me a little bit. So I think I need to find somebody, like a Rashila or somebody like that, who has more experience in the Dharma Mitra tradition in that sense to kind of get me through it. So I've always had that fear. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, across, right? Yeah. That is like because it's a straight line. Yeah. So that straight line balance is really hard. Although I think Margaret was perfecting it at one point. You were close to getting every time. All right, let's break. Make your way back up and down dog. Walk it out side to side. All right, once you're set and you're ready, walk your feet forward toward your hands and take the seat down. And then with your hands supporting to either side, slide onto your back. Let's take windshield wipers. So bending your knees, step the feet out about mat width distance, and then windshield wiper your knees side to side. So make sure your feet are pretty wide. The windshield wiper feels way better if your feet are wide. And then the next time you drop over to your left side, go ahead and take the knees down and take the left ankle onto the outside of the right knee, and then press down to get stretch to the outer right hip, outer right leg. So just come back to your windshield wiper. Your feet are separated, and you're dropping your knees over to the left. And then you're going to take the left ankle on top of the right knee. That's right. That's right. All right, step the left foot back down. Keep your feet wide. Windshield wiper your knees a few times, side to side again. And after you take a few, drop the knees over to the right side. Keep the feet separated. Then take the right ankle on top of the left knee and press down to get more stretch to the outer left leg, outer left hip. All right, when you're ready, step the right back down. Windshield wiper your knees again, side to side. Then come back to center in stillness. Hug the knees in toward the chest. And then taking happy baby. Thread the arms to the inner knees to grab the outer feet. Let the feet and the knees go wide. As you reach your heels up with your legs, pull the feet down with your hands and try to flatten the entire back onto the floor. So this counter resistance should give you a really nice hip opener, the stretch of your arms and your shoulders as well. And then start to release, step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward, Shavasana Relaxation. Let the feet separate, toes turn out, arms alongside the body with the palms facing up, and let it all go. And begin to draw the breath back in, moving your fingers and your toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. When you're ready, roll over to the right and come up to a comfortable cross-legged. And let's take your non-dominant shin on top, giving that non-dominant hip a little bit more work to even out to the dominant side. Reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in practice. Come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you, Jess, for being here, and thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Chang, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information is on the bottom of the video. All right, thank you again. Be well. See you soon.